I didn't want to think about you tonight. When the sun gave birth to the moon, when the children came home with the streetlights, when homemade dinners gave way to bedtime stories under glow-in-the-dark stickers, I didn't want the thought of you to creep in. You who always loved the moon, always loved the night, felt more comfortable in the dark because you felt indestructible when invisible. Played hide and go seek with the shadows like they were your imaginary friends. I have never seen somebody so afraid. With your fingers played on the steering wheel as we drove 65 kilometers an hour into the great wide suburban nowhere, you told me that white moss reminds you of me. Underappreciated and wonderful, striving too hard for a light they'll never get to. I didn't want to think about you tonight. Yet you crept in of the dusk, swept in through the window forgotten to be closed, hung with the dust motes gently twirling through the air. We never danced together. I tried, but you only danced when drunk, and you only drank with your friends. Since we straddled the gap where immortality begins, we never drank alone together. I didn't want to think about you tonight, but here we are, straddling that point where eternity begins, where the sun and the moon simultaneously kiss the lips of the horizon, and day and night bleed into one foggy memory, and all that's left is what's here. And now I didn't want to think about you tonight, but you were so afraid, and I can't forget. Can't etch your green eyes out of my memory. Can't move the crease betwixt your eyebrows about you in front of me. Realistically, we never stood a chance. You were looking for romance about the commitment. Gave love like it was the admission fare for a one-night stand intimate relationship, whilst I was looking for commitment with, albeit optional romance. I love the night more than you. I have never known fear like you, never wanted to expel my insights into the darkness until there was no difference between me and it. Get lost in the safety of invisibility and coexist without existing. I've never wanted to die like you, or I was never as afraid to live as you. I didn't want to think about you tonight, but you found a way to coat yourself all over my insides. You crept indoors in the dust, or hid in the glow of the dark stickers, or expelled your insides into the darkness until there was no difference between yourself and the shadows who had you play hide and go seek alone. I didn't want to think about you, but you're a shadow, and I love the nights more than you ever could.